Good evening to everybody. I am Dr. Bindu. Already we have the sixth series about the sociology and social anthropology. Last classes we covered growth and development of professionalism. Now today we will switch over to the post-independence. What is the status of sociology and social anthropology? If you take the chronologically 1910 to 1950, after a lot of struggle, both department or both disciplines got the independence. When it has attained its independence, meanwhile it has undergone the number of changes. Those changes are the basis in order to attain the independent status for the both disciplines. Meanwhile, what happened? ICSSR, a larger organization, was established. It stands for Indian Council Social Scientific Research. So our subjects comes under the social. So this organization has established 1969 September month, and it was headed by, or its chairman was Gadgil, and one of the members' name is Mr. Rao from India. So here it is, this Rao not only the member of that organization and also in charge for the education department. So our concern is education. So in such a way we are interested to know about the ICSSR organization and its origin. Apart from this, there are UGC program. UGC is also understood the value of education. It is meant for educational activities only, and it has stretched its services, particularly financial services, in the form of project schemes like that. So it wants to give the extension for the subjects of sociology and social anthropology. Which word is important? Extension. And next, 5-year plans. Why we are having the 5-year plans? After attaining the independence, we want to develop the society in a systematic order. So after a lot of struggle, they designed or planned 5 years plan. In each plan, they want to focus in a particular topic. Example, in first 5-year plan, agricultural activities, agricultural development. Second level is, that is second 5-year plan, it is the industrial development. Like this, we are having the various objectives. So in every 5-year plan, they segregated some grants for the education upliftment. There we are. So for this, for what they have given that much of grants? This is only for development of the sociology and social anthropology. What earlier one statement I told you, UGC has given some funds under the name of the projects or the schemes, that is only expansion of the subjects. But in 5-year plan, they had given some funds or grants. This is for the development of the sociology and social anthropology. That is the difference, expansion and the development. There is one more organization once we came forward. The name is Ford Foundation. Very, very important. When we attain the independence, our social scientists and also politicians, intellectuals, scholars moved together, sit together, and they made the plans. How we develop the society, Indian society. What are the criteria? Shall we develop only the cities? If it is, the benefits only confine or limited to the only urban area or certain extent suburban area. What about the unorganized society like the rural area or village or the agrarian area? So that it is better start the growth and the development from the bottom level rather than the upper strata. The bottom level is nothing but community development program. So CDP is very important. The fourth foundation people wants to develop the CDP, Community Development Program. For this, they had given lot of funds. Out of that, how many people are get to be benefited? Many illiterates, literates, as per their mental capacity or physical capacity, they got number of jobs at the village level, at the rural area. So for a certain extent, employment will be satisfied. Second level is the Britishers are also got shocked. This CDP for what? So the CDP is for the development of the agricultural area or the village area or community, village community. If we develop them, when we are asking the questions, it is not only the dry questions about the demographic information, about the culture also we are going to ask it. Society minus culture is always dry. Society and culture is always give the very fruitful results. That's why when the CDP development, when we are going on doing some work in that society, village society, we will come to know not only the population information and the demographic information and the cultural aspects also we will come to know. That's why Britishers, they have taken these cultural aspects and societal aspect, that is community, village community, both are useful in order to run the society. That is, for easy administration, CDP program is more useful for the administrators. Which administrators? British administrators. They are also so happy. And third one is, how we will made it? Shall we stay back in Delhi and we will make the plan for the development of the downtrodden at the village level? No, not at all. First they should come down and study the villages. For that they should stay back, and then they can understand what are the merits, what are the demerits, what are the problems, what are the challenges at the community level or the village level. In such a way, empirical study is very important. Empirical means practically. We should not sit in the closed rooms and prepare the theories or the plans. We should go practically and observe. Based on that, you should prepare the planning. That's why empirical study is very much highlighted. And the fourth one is, who has done the empirical study? The sociologists and social anthropologists, particularly social anthropologists, very much associated with the agricultural field work or the rural area field work. So what type of technique they are using? There are number of techniques. At research methodology, when I will explain to you, at that time I will give the more elaborate information. Just I will say the few names of the research methodology: observation, interview, schedule, case study, experimental, and like this survey. There are number of methods. Out of all these things, observation research technique is highlighted in cultural anthropology or social anthropology. So that sociology and social anthropology is very much highlighted while they are doing the research work in the CDP program, that is at the village level. So they are also get the some chance to prepare the some new techniques. First technique is observation. In that observation, there are the four varieties: direct observation, indirect observation, participant observation, and non-participant observation. In four ways, if we are observed, we can get the empirical data, first-hand data, not the secondary resources. In the last class, I told you, some foreigners are thinking Indians are always rely on secondary resources. When we started the CDP program, we started the observation technique, which is very useful. Moreover, it is a practical, it is a empirical study. So that empirical study has related to the sociology and social anthropology. It is also nowadays the research scholars are utilizing or employing or executing. By that, what type of data we are getting? Maximum data is quantitative rather than the qualitative. Why? Because if the sociologist pressure, if the sociologist angle aspects, they focus their life, it is always be the general information and it is the quantitative information. But the social anthropologists, they never accept it. Social culture, social anthropologists is, they will always give the respect for the cultures. In order to understand the culture, one day field work is not sufficient. So that participant observation is very important rather than the non-participant and indirect. Direct and participant observation is important to get the data. Finally, we will get the maximum number is quantitative data and the minimum number is qualitative data, because of the sociologist role is more. If anthropologist role is more amount of money, many days you should stay back, lot of money you should spend it, more patience you should have it. By that you will get the qualitative information. So qualitative will give the fruitful results, the real problems we will come to know. So for this, again they want to know the what type of technique the other people are introducing. Is there any new techniques they introduced? In order to know the new techniques or varieties of the fieldwork experiences, the universities are arranging conferences, seminars and workshops. By that we will come to know what are the new things or how the earlier things will be refreshed, reframed. All these things are more useful in order to know the new techniques, old technique with the new pattern. So finally, this CDP program is also helpful to maintain the harmonious relationship among not only the sociology and social anthropology, it has the relations with the economic subject. Why I am telling economics? The man is measured in the society in terms of money, economic yardstick, or else nobody wants to take him as a recognized person. So economic yardstick is very much, that's why we can easily identify that it comes under the sociology. So and also we will have the relation with the political science. Political science means how the organizations are maintained at the village level. Who are the responsible? Is the community head or the caste head or village head? There are the minor changes had been taken place. And also the religion. All the people are belong to the one religion, problem is less. If subdivisions will also there, more or less they will perform or solemnize the religious ceremonies, some festivals like that. Easily understand. So like philosophy. So philosophy, economics, religion, history, all these things are depending upon the sociology, and sociology is also depending upon the all these things. Like that, social anthropology is also had the basic roots for all those other subjects what I mentioned. So in this way, these many disciplines are interconnected, mutual understanding. The society is working, the society is functioning. For this function, which is important, cultural point is important. For the cultural, so CDP should be the empirical study. So each subject, each discipline, if they have done the empirical study, we will have the good cordial and harmonious relations with one another. By that, we can easily say it is a symbiotic relationship. What type of relationship? Symbiotic, depending on one another or each other. Symbiotic relationship. Because every time when we are focusing our life about this empirical program, we can also say it is an index of academic status and recognition. Keep it in quotation. Without the empirical study, we cannot understand the village atmosphere or village lifestyles or village social system. So all these things are come under the two categories, that is the sociology and social anthropology. Their ways of research techniques are more useful. That's why it is an index of academic status and recognition. All these things are when it is happening after independence only. Major changes had been taken place. Good understanding we are maintaining. And also switch over to the another. Both departments will be separated. In the initial, what I said, independent status, they got it from 1901 to 1950. Each department or each discipline got the independence. But at the end, what I am telling, two departments are separated. At which period? 1960 to 1970, each department wants to live separately and independently. This is theoretically it is well and good, but practically they want to do the work. What type of work? Empirical field work jointly. Department name and the department place is different, but working conditions are jointly. Where we have seen example in Delhi, JNU, Neho in Shillong area, and in Hyderabad it is the Central University. Working nature is one and same, and report writing is different because of their discipline name is different, the discipline techniques are different, how much amount of time that we are spending for that, this is different, sociology is different, social anthropology is different. So when we are after getting the data, analyzing the data, write up the generalization, it depends upon the nature of the discipline. According to the objectives of the discipline, they are going to write it because of the expected panel. So theoretically divided, practically united. Even UGC also giving the piece of advices, always do the field work combined together, and report writing is according to your expected panel. This is the information after getting the independence, how the sociology and social anthropology got the more qualitative disciplines, and not quantitative, qualitative independent disciplines separated. So earlier only the independency, last is separated, even though it is separated, but working nature is one and same, and report writing is again different according to the nature of the discipline. This is the information with reference to the sociology and social anthropology after post-independence, or post-independence, the status of sociology and social anthropology. By this, our subject is clear, our subject is over with reference to the introduction of the sociology and social anthropology. From tomorrow onwards, we will start the regular subject, the sociology. Already brief information in the introduction I have given. Once again, I am review the what is sociology, what is society. Only within one day, one class I will complete. Then after that, we will take the class of social structure and social function, which are very important. Number of professors' ideologies were involved in that. So next class is only sociology and society brief in nutshell. Up to this, it's okay. This is Bindu taking leave from the YouTube platform. Good night.